Good evening, Adam here, and I just want to do a real quick video on something I've touched on a bunch of times in my previous videos, and that is the sort of the question or the statement of why is Monday.com's pricing the way it is. So, for anyone who hasn't seen my previous videos, Monday.com does a pricing based upon number of seats rather than just scaling it based off number of users. So there is no plan for a single person or two people. The first team size is 3 people, and then it goes to 5, and then it goes up by 5 from there. So, and then it actually goes from 50 to 100, but we're not worried about that for today's purposes. So, my real question is why do they decide to price it like this? So, the way this ends up working is if you are just 1 person or 2 people, you're going to end up paying the per monthly cost for 3 seats. So if it's just you and you want the pro plan, which in my opinion is what you need for the automations, you might be able to go with standard as a single person, but it's questionable. 250 is not really that many per month. So if it's just you, you're paying $48 a month for the privilege of using their program, which is a fantastic program. Don't get me wrong, but $48 a month is a lot of money, and it doesn't really make much sense to me. And then, you get to a slightly larger team, let's just say 6 seats or 11 seats. So for 6, you're going to be paying the cost of 10, and 11, you're going to be paying the cost of 15. It's a lot of extra money. And there isn't really a whole lot of explanation. So if you go to their support article on the topic, it just says select the number of seats. The pricing is per group of seats and not per seat. So, this is obviously an intentional design, and it seems specifically designed to keep individuals from using Monday, while at the same time they do have their individual free forever plan, which, up to me, lacks sort of the basic functionality that makes Monday a fantastic program. It doesn't have any automations for the individual free plan. So, yes, it's extremely expensive for what it is. If you are an organization that can fill at least 3 seats, it's probably good for you. And, I've gone into some other videos talking about how to use the automations and get good use out of it. But, yes, extremely expensive. I wish there was some clarification as to why they decided to go this way. I wish they'd change it. If they could sell the pro plan, for 1, 2, and 3, and then go up. Or, what makes more sense is if you look at someone like Asana, they're just charging per seat. It's just per seat. So there's no reason to do it this way other than they make additional money. And if they need to make that additional money, why don't they just up the cost to $18 per month, $20 per seat, $20 per month? I don't know. I think they'd sell more personally, but I'm also not a Monday.com bean counter, so I'm not totally sure. But that's just sort of my short rant, and maybe in the future I'll just point everybody to this video rather than sort of get into my gripes about their pricing scheme, and hopefully someday, maybe sometime soon, I'll be able to just make a new video and say, hey, they fixed it, and you can just get it by the seat. But until then, I will just keep mentioning it every once in a while, and this is just my explanation as to why Monday's so expensive. Thanks.